entertained. Is this not why you are here?
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Hood Rats podcast, the most underrated, underprivileged, and undocumented podcast. So this is actually episode 101, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 101.
101.
Yeah. So this video is actually shot 2 days prior to Halloween, but it will be actually out on Halloween Day. So happy Halloween. Hopefully you guys stay safe. Hopefully you guys drink appropriately. I think most of our audience is probably in their late 20s, early 30s, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully you guys drink responsibly. And if you guys are going to take out your kids to trick-or-treat, hopefully you guys stay safe. And make sure that you guys keep your kids close. And, of course, next to us, the guy that makes it all happen, the host, the one and only, Louis.
Brother. What did you dress up as for Halloween?
Fuck, I don't know, bro. Low-key, I mean, we were on the verge of dressing up as fucking glory holes.
Glory holes. Yeah.
Ghosts.
We're supposed to be ghosts.
Good idea.
We have these shower mats or these shower liners, the cortinas that we got at Target. We're supposed to wear them like ghosts, but it's not practical. It makes a bunch of noise, and it looks inappropriate. But I brought my gi, and I'm dressed up as a sandbagger. I got my blue belt 8 years ago and never trained again. So technically, I'm an 8-year blue belt veteran. So that's my costume, dude. Do you remember Halloween, like early 2000s? With your parents, I think after 9/11, my mom didn't want us to go trick-or-treating. Remember that? Like, she was scared that something was going to happen.
I don't recall that, but tell your story, and then I'll give you a little bit of I guess you could say a little bit of a background story to, like, my trick-or-treating in the hood.
Tell us, yeah.
No, you go
No,
first. I want to hear you first, though.
No, I was asking you if you remember that.
I don't remember precisely if it was after fucking 9/11, but I do remember, like, in the early 2000s, maybe, 2004, 2005, from what I could at least, recall vaguely. I remember back then, he used to be a really big thing, bro. Like, hey, watch out with the candy, or make sure that you guys fucking take a good look at all of your children's candy, because drug lords or drug dealers might put fucking some type of drug in the candy. So make sure that the candy that your kids eat are basically wrapped up. And it was funny because we kind of grew up with that, notion, I guess, that, like, watch out for the candy, because if the candy's open, there might be drugs. And it's funny because as I grew up in the fucking hood, the fools that would actually be slanging drugs, they'd be like, bro, why the fuck would we waste our fucking drugs putting it in fucking kids' candies?
Yeah.
And they would straight up tell me like that. You get me? Like, why the fuck would we waste what we make money off of and give it to kids?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because the mentality. What propaganda was it? Who do you think? It's just
the news.
The news.
Definitely the news.
Yeah.
The news was one of those big things that, check your children's candy, because if you guys don't pay very close attention, they could overdose on whatever drug. And I think it was probably weed, bro. And as time goes on and we get older and we get more informed, you kind of realize or kind of find out that you can't.
You need a lot of weed.
Yeah,
you need concentrated weed. Also, razor blades are a big one. They put razor blades in your chocolate. Yeah. You guys hear that one too?
No, everybody was more concerned with the drug aspect of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ever seen those memes where it's like a piece of chocolate and a big ass machete? No? Because the razor blades was one of the big ones. So, like, look what I got on my kids' candy, whatever. Fucking
my Reese's, my sneaker,
jack-o'-lantern, whatever, and the big ass machete with the piece of chocolate on top of it. Like, this happened to your kid.
Yeah,
you ever seen those?
And that was so stupid, bro. Because as you get older, you realize that, or some of the people that would sell on your block would realize, like, hey, bro, like, why the fuck would we do that?
It's not practical.
Yeah,
bad business.
Like, we're just fucking wasting. Well, that was basically their merchandise.
Yeah,
what they made their money off of.
Oh, speaking of, one time when we were really, really young, when we used to, like, smoke weed in middle school, we used to get, like, nasty ass weed because we were kids, and we would trade it with the ice cream, the raspado man. He'll give us 5 raspados for a little fucking nickel bag of nasty ass stress, and that you could do that back in the days. You can buy that was currency. You can use weed, nasty ass weed, to buy fucking elotes and all that shit back in the day.
You know what's funny? Now looking back and just reminiscing about Halloween, since we're on the topic of it, bro, I remember when I was maybe in 4th, 5th grade. My sister was also in elementary. My sister is about 3 years younger than me. So this would make one of her classmates about, like, in the 2nd grade, 1st grade maybe. But this kid was kind of annoying. I'm not going to fucking blurt out his name. But his last name was Chorro.
Joseph Choro?
No, I mean, yeah, we could call him Joseph Chorro. And this kid was fucking annoying as fuck, bro. Like, this dude wouldn't shut the fuck up. And so there was an instance where it was a Halloween day, too. And this dude, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, I vaguely remember a lot of these things. This dude was dressed up as a Ninja Turtle, if I'm not mistaken. This motherfucker was going around, like, the older kids, basically going like, yeah, like, you know, pretending to be Raphael, Michelangelo, whatever, right? Yeah, and then where I went to school, for 9th Street School, it's actually the area where you eat, but it's kind of covered, bro. So you can't really see from the tables that are like under, like the, what is it? Like, I guess where everybody would eat, where the tables were at.
Uh-huh.
You can't really look outwards towards like the field or the blacktop, right?
Yeah.
And so this motherfucker, you know, in that time frame, like the time that you go to lunch is kind of like all over the place. So because every track goes in at a separate time, and I think that the second graders would go after the fourth graders. But I think this motherfucker, since he was like a super hyperactive kid, he went out of the cafeteria or out of the place where he should have been eating his food. And apparently, like, a lot of the fourth graders, of course, older kids, right? A second grader and fourth grader. Big difference, bro. Yeah, exactly. They beat the fuck out of him. Yeah, they all jumped him. Fool, was like 4 or 6 kids, bro, that beat the fuck out of him because they would all hang out kind of like in a little circle. And then he would go in, yeah. And they just beat the fuck out of him. And they beat the fuck out of him in kind of like that blind spot where they can't really see towards the blacktop. Yeah, and they just put a fucking beating on
in
Michelangelo.
His costume?
In his costume, yeah.
His karate skills didn't work?
No, of course not, bro.
No?
He didn't have to.
He wasn't real. He wasn't a real.
He just had the fucking supposedly the fighting technique. But I mean, come on, bro. Even with fighting technique, you ain't gonna beat up four kids.
Four
bro.
fourth graders? I can't beat up four fourth graders right now, dude. You see that video of it's like a day in my life vlog
About who?
about this lady. She's like, "Oh, you don't play my sport," and she's like showing up, leading up to her day of the sport, but she's doing like the not called hockey, like the karate, but it's not fighting. It's just
the
not
the haka. The
no,
haka is
it's the Samoan thing,
the New Zealand
Polynesian thing. But it's like shadowboxing for karate.
Yeah, it's like for them to level up, right?
Yeah. But she was like, "Oh, bro, is it a video of her like squatting at the gym? A video of her eating protein, or whatever? Like, oh, you don't play my sport." And then it's I think Brian sent it to us. And then it's her doing her little her mata.
Kiara, right?
Some whatever. I remember when I got
or kata. It's
I
kata.
think kata. I think. When I used to karate, when I was getting promoted to yellow belt, they made us do that. It was very embarrassing.
It's kata.
Kata. We had to break the board, but the board's already like flimsy. So you're like, break it, and so I punched it, and I like, oh, dude, then I got a yellow belt, dude. You have no idea how confident I was that. You know, bro, I went to high school. I was a freshman, I think, or I was a sophomore. I went to school the next day, bro. I was such a fucking badass. Had a yellow belt. I'm surprised I didn't take the belt to school. I'm honestly surprised I never did that. That was my type of personality.
You with that shit, bro.
Oh yeah, the fourth graders would have fucked me up, huh?
Hell yeah, full Loki.
Bro, I don't know if it was right after 9/11, but one year my mom said that, oh, it's not safe to go out trick-or-treating. And so we stayed home and my neighbors went to the neighbor's house and made a haunted house weeks leading up to it. But you know what we were doing? We were digging holes because we were going to use the whole house, and we ended up using inside the house. So people would go inside his, like strangers. The people trick-or-treating would go inside his house, and that was part of the maze. And also his backyard. You know, the plan was someone derailed this plan, probably his parents. We were digging holes.
Okay.
And we were going to put palm trees on them. People will fall in, which is super illegal. Like that's like a violation.
A fucking booby trap.
Yeah, this literally was. He built a big ass hole. Parents, you know how Mexican parents are. They work all day, and so the kids get home and they don't do shit. Like they don't know what they're doing. So we dug a big ass hole weeks before Halloween, and we covered it, and we would test it out. So we'll walk, and we'll fall in, and like, oh, this is fucking perfect. But someone snitched. It's not really switching.
The government wanted your blueprint, bro. Your plan
something
to see if
for the Mexicans for ice.
Enough, yeah, to be built.
But dude, you know what? We used just the front yard because the backyard was fucking derailed.
Yeah,
and they used his living room, which is odd because like the whole neighborhood was trick or treating, and it was a badass fucking haunted house, which I mean, I'm pretty sure it was after 9/11, but that's 2001. I wouldn't remember 2001, so it would be like 2002,
2001 was like,
2003.
what,
We were 4.
year-olds? Yeah, four.
We were. I was 4.
Four going into 5.
Yeah, yeah. So we wouldn't know. I would remember that at least. So it must have been like 2002, 2003, 2004. That area. I guess that was how area we didn't go trick or treating.
Yeah, because that's the time that I remember, probably like 2003, 2004, because that's like what I could remember. I could go back
They
and
warned you, huh?
maybe like maybe not remember like a whole fucking day or whole night, but remember little things here and there. Because yeah, 2001, I don't recall
We were
much. Bro.
4, almost 5. You don't remember shit.
Nah.
Yeah, that was But I remember that because that was a core memory, I guess, of digging a hole for a booby trap.
It was cool though going to trick or treating in the hood because a lot of times like people there didn't give a fuck. So a lot of times to get your candy, it was actually a mission, bro. Like people would pop up out of their fucking
Oh yeah,
garden or their plants, or sometimes like people would literally lay down under maybe like a little desk that they would have next to the person that was giving out the candy. And they were like, yeah, and then it was funny, bro, because sometimes I would go trick or treating with my younger cousins or cousins around my age. And, oh, you go, fool. Nah, you go. Nah, you go. And then everybody would walk up to it, and then people would get scared. Like, I wasn't scared. And you see the motherfucker jump in like the next fucking house. That shit was cool, bro. Low key.
Cool. Dude, you would trick or treat in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh, we never did that. We would always go to the nicer neighborhoods. We always go to Eagle Rock because we lived in Highland Park. So the Eagle Rock, Glendale, or Pasadena. That's where we would go to get nicer candy, bigger, full size candy. We would just like drop us off in a neighborhood, and then like go block by block, and then or sometimes she'll go with us when we were younger.
My mom does that with my younger brother. Like usually she takes him to like the Downey area.
Oh, that's nice.
But I remember like also when I used to live down there, like on 50th and Central, though, like they would give out pretty good candy though too, bro. Believe it or not.
Back in the day, people were more festive, huh?
Yeah, I think
Nowadays you can't
people
do that.
also had a little bit more money. Everything wasn't probably so fucking expensive.
Before the '08 crash.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I wonder what people. I wonder what's it like now. Because by our neighborhood, by my house at least, there's nothing. I wonder if it's like in the rich area. There's still that now. Think so? Less though, huh?
Maybe. I think it also depends where you're at, bro. Because I'm pretty sure, like in small villages or towns and shit, I'm pretty sure like they're still pretty festive. Because I think a lot of like those smaller towns, they're a little bit more. It's actually more of a community.
Yeah.
And here is just how many people nowadays really know their neighbors.
Like Francisco was talking about that no one gives a shit about other people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how many people? Yeah, no one knows their neighbors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's always like a big one that I hear. And so, I mean, at least back in the days, bro. Like also even when I was growing up in the hood, bro. Like we knew the people that were living on the other block.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe like the block, the street over, and maybe another street over. But like, not everybody, of course. But we would know, you know, a good amount of people.
Yeah.
And nowadays, well, I don't even know who my corner neighbors are, bro.
Not the twins?
No, they're not even there no more. But I don't know who's there, and I don't even know who's on the other side.
Oh, in the new homes which is bought. Yeah. I remember back in the, when we were renovating the house in my hometown. I was on the street where I grew up, and I'm like, okay, I've been in that house. I've been in there. I know their parents. One of the kids just going to people's houses. Sometimes I don't even knock. When I was a really kid, I was just going to people's houses without knocking, and they'd be like, "Dude, you can't do that. You don't live here." I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But yeah, you knew everybody, or you knew a lot of people, bro. We had this Salvadorian. So we live. You've been to the house where I grew up, right? On the corners of some apartments. Yeah. There's a Salvadorian lady there, and she would get super drunk and start screaming loud as fuck. And she had her apartment, so she wasn't like homeless or anything. And she'll buy Four Locos and MDs. And then when I was like in elementary and middle school, we would hang out there because she had 2 daughters. They were kind of whores, but we thought they were attractive. Okay. So we would hang out in the apartments right there, and they lived so close, so it's just down the street. And then she'd be like, "Hey, you want get us?" And it'll be a Four Loco. So we would drink the Four Locos like hidden because still my neighbors basically. Yeah. And we were like on the 3rd floor or on their 3rd floor, and we'll get drunk there, and then just like try to flirt with the little Salvadoran whores that live there. Sure. That was a core memory of mine too.
That's crazy, bro.
You have any? You remember flirting? You remember the first summer that you started noticing girls? You started wearing cologne. Started dressing nice, like your best ripped shirt. You were like sixth grade.
Nah, I think I think most people that kind of know me know that I was kind of a bit of a late bloomer. I didn't really hit puberty, bro, honestly, till like about my 10th grade year, believe it or not.
I see.
Because in 6th grade, I mean, I've always considered myself somebody that has like decently good hygiene, right? I would say. Because like in the 6th grade, I mean, I still always remember me waking up early to take a shower or taking a shower super late at night. And in the morning, fucking getting my fucking perfume and my deodorant and
Yeah.
my crema, bro. So I remember all of that. And then at the same time, since we always wore uniform, we always had to kind of make sure that our uniform was unchecked because our school was kind of like a bitch about that fool. They would like make us tuck in our shirts and do all types of shit, bro. Even though like our school wasn't remotely close to as good as they were trying to paint it. As a matter of fact, fool, they actually had what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, they had an emergency drill. I think somebody took a gun to school.
Damn.
Yeah, and so that they were on the news. But going back to my point, bro, no, I think I'd always kind of look presentable for the most part. Even from like that from middle school onward. But I don't know, bro. Like I guess I don't know. That's kind of a hard question, bro, because I've always looked at girls, but not like, what do you call it? I don't recall the exact moment where I'm like, oh fuck, like, no, I really don't. You?
Yeah, it was the summer between 5th and 6th grade.
Oh shit.
A girl noticed one of my friends. I was always a short, ugly kid. My friends were a year older.
Okay.
And he was skinnier and more attractive, I guess. So he got the attention. And I was right next to him. So
you were the fridge hiding the snack.
I mean, I was bro. I was motivated, dude.
Oh, you're motivated?
And then what's it called? I remember like, oh, he got the attention. So girls, that's like the first time I noticed like, oh, girls are a thing. And I always had crushes, but that's the first time where I actually tried to like, I would
pursue.
Yeah, and I would wear cologne, bunch of fucking cheap cologne that like they have like Gucci, but it's like spelled with like an H or whatever. The shit you get like on this like some Mexican stuff.
Messy with the MESY.
Yeah, that type of like knockoff cologne. It's like rose meat and like I don't know anything, but I would like down and I wear like my nicest because I never had nice clothes because I didn't care about clothes. So I would get like a clean shirt, all fucked up with bleach stains, but that's like my nicer shirt, and I'll draw myself in cologne and comb my hair, and then but I was just ugly and short and fat, and so I never got anything. But I remember that summer, my friend asked me like, "Oh, you're dressing up for the girls, huh?" Because there's one specific group of girls that hung out around the area.
For the beaches.
Yeah, and it's always during summer, because in summer we would actually go out and take our bikes to the pool, and like we'll go out and you would notice like chicks, and I remember like one of my I don't know. Oh, dude. Oh, this is not even part of it. One of the first dates I went on a date with a girl that was my girlfriend, but we were just texting on. So we're just girlfriend. We were
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, and then we went on our first physical date, and then we got along well during text. But when I met her, she was like one of my neighbors, kind of. Yeah. I said hi, and that's the only word I said. And then her friend came with us.
They're wheeling, cock block.
Yeah, because we were kids, so our parents like didn't want just to. Cool. And then her friend was texting me like, "Hey, say something, do something." Like during the movie.
Do something.
Yeah. Because I was sitting on the aisle, and then my girlfriend was in the middle, and then the friend was on the other side.
Okay, cool.
And so she would text me like hug her or something, put her arm around her, tell her something, and I just watched the movie and then walked home, and she was like, "Oh, I don't think we should be boyfriend girlfriend anymore."
But I think that's kind of like the problem with society nowadays, because most dudes don't really have, how do I explain it, bro? They don't have anything interesting to tell most of these chicks or women, or like they don't have anything really to talk about, like that's not under their niche.
Yeah.
And then when they do talk, like it ends up being like a super hit or miss, where at times like you see a lot of like cringiness. You get me?
Is that a Neymar sticker?
Yeah.
That's gay.
It's Neymar the GOAT.
What the fuck? Why do you have Neymar?
Because
PSG Neymar?
they gave it to me at work.
That's gay, by the way. But yeah, certain people have trouble, especially like people that are mainly isolated and they're mainly on social media. Yeah. Because I mean, it's difficult sometimes when you don't know the girl, like how to like what do you talk about? Especially now, people get offended by everything.
Now because now everybody's kind of like looking down on their phone. But I mean, that's why like a lot of people say that a lot of dudes they're lonely because they're just trying to basically conquer online when the fun of it, as you mentioned, is literally being outside and like being ridiculed. I mean, honestly, that's kind of like what it is because at times, most of the time, you're gonna miss. Straight up, bro. Like most of the times, you're gonna fucking miss.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna miss. You're gonna miss. But fuck it, bro. Like fuck it, next one. Like next one. And then at the same time, like a lot of dudes, like they're probably not even interacting, or maybe if they do interact, it's probably like with fucking men. I remember some chick was saying online something along the lines of if dudes flirted the same way that they acted gay with their homies, they probably pick up a lot more chicks.
Oh, dude, I'd be a pimp if that was the case. Dude, yeah, because I've touched my friends a lot. Yeah, that's true. Is that a white? I was listening to a Tom Segura podcast, and then that topic came up today. One of the black producer was like, "That's some white people shit."
What?
Acting gay around your friends.
That's Hispanic shit too, fool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who else does it? Do black people not do that? Are they too much ego?
I think like black people. I don't know. Maybe.
Do Asians do it?
I don't know. I never really interacted with the Asians, so I can't really.
I think they do though. Like Asians in like Orange County. I've seen videos of them.
Nah, those are actually gay, fool.
Orange County is.
Fool.
Nah, don't be mean, dude. That's fucked up. You ruined the movie. Nah.
Yeah, because like low key in Mexico, I mean, it's kind of that ends up kind of being a comedic act. Like,
yeah, it is.
That's acting gay, or not even just specifically in Mexico. I mean, most of Latin America. I would say most Latin American countries, and then of course, like here in the States, a lot of Hispanics that intertwine, I guess, through work, whether it be like through construction or some type of male-dominated thing. Yeah. They're always just fucking around, even in the military.
My dad, who was like an old man, one time when we first moved to our new house, one of his friends invited him, and then the guy introduced himself to me as my dad's boyfriend. I was like, "What the fuck, dude? All people joke around like that." Unless it was my dad's boyfriend, but I doubt it though, because I never saw him again. But yeah, even old Mexicans do that. It's like a common thing. So it's not just white people shit. I think everybody does it.
Yeah.
I never seen. I mean, I only interact with Hispanic people, so I don't know if white people or blacks or Asians do it too. But for sure, Mexicans, Salvadorians, they act gay for comedic purposes.
Hey, you saw that fucking little monkey that's on the loose? Or fucking chimpanzee? Or actually, that is?
Oh yeah, the sick one.
Yeah,
one with the HIV.
In Mississippi or somewhere out there.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are they carrying monkeys with fucking coronavirus?
Yeah, that's what the fuck I want to know. And then it accidentally is in the wild.
Accidentally escaped. One escaped, huh?
It's always accidental, bro. Fucking like the most fucked up shit happens accidentally.
I know. What the fuck? What are we gonna do? You know what Dio did? They captured. They had at the Tulane University of whatever research, whatever, a bunch of kids from the YMCA summer camp. Oh, shit. They fucking caught a bunch of monkeys. So you just get a bunch of kids to those fourth graders that beat up a Joseph Chorro.
The fucking monkey.
Yeah, get a bunch of. You know what? You need someone who's agile and quick. So get a bunch of kids from like the ghetto, from the hood, from like Fresno, Jefferson, and like Jordan, or like Southeast. Get a bunch of those kids and get them to, right?
I don't even think those kids will listen to you, bro.
That's you incentivize them.
You would have to have like a big ass prize for them.
Oh, speaking of the ghetto, you hear what black people are gonna do? Since this is not even racist, this is videos online. Since EBT, this government shut down. Okay. There's no EBT. There's no social. There's no one in the military is getting paid.
Starting on November 1st, right?
Yeah.
Everything's officially like cut off. Right?
Yeah, like this upcoming month. They're not this month of October was the last month they got. Yeah. And so November 1st, we're gonna start robbing white people. I saw the videos and like, oh dude, my kids I gotta eat. So I'm going and I'm robbing shit. So that's fucking wild, dude. EBT, because people live on EBT. Like, good or bad, whatever your opinions are.
Good or bad, like, I mean, there's a lot of military folks that are on EBT too, bro.
Yeah.
EBT and SNAP and people that actually are working full time.
I wonder what percentage that is, though. I wonder if it's mostly people that, like, don't work or if it's people that do work. I wonder what.
I don't know. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, though, like, everybody that should be paying taxes, I think that whether, as you mentioned, whether the EBT and the SNAP is being used for good or for bad, bro, I'd rather it be used here in America than money being sent somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my personal opinion. Like,
If you're gonna be financially irresponsible, be financially responsible in America.
exactly, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question. Is a thought provoker. All right.
Okay.
This might get you in trouble. Do you agree? The terms.
What terms?
The terms you might get in trouble.
Sure.
Okay, people on EBT are using that money to buy food and then selling it at a higher price and
Okay.
pocketing cash.
Okay.
So the controversy comes from they're getting free money from taxpayers, then using it, repurposing that money, and getting more money out of it without paying taxes or anything out of it.
Okay.
That's it's a conservative talking point right now, since the whole EBT thing is on the mind of people, since people are complaining about it.
Yeah.
Do you think these people should be allowed to do that? Should it be illegal, or should it be taxed, or all of the above? Or there is theirs.
That one's a difficult question, bro. Just because me looking at it from a bigger standpoint too. I mean, that's kind of basically what the government does with our money too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they basically use it for things that are non-American, and then they keep taxing us so we could pay for those non-American things. You get me?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it at a grand scale of things. Is it wrong? Yeah, I think both sides, whatever way you're looking at it, is wrong because of the fact that the money is specifically for you, right? Like it's under your name, is for like you're basically like fucking hustling people. That's literally all it is. Fool.
The people repurposing the money.
People like the people that are like selling these foods at a higher wage. You get me? So I don't know, bro. Like I think like with a lot of things going on in the country, there should be like a little bit more of a regulation on like, like the certain things that you should be able to buy or have, or you should have the, what do you call it? How do I say it, bro? I don't want to word it wrong. I got to be a little bit politically correct here. I guess there should be like some regulation to what you can and cannot do with that car, bro.
You can't buy junk food.
Exactly, bro. You just can't go and buy a shitload of shit. Because more than likely, for the shit that they're reselling is junk food. Because let's be honest, bro. How many people do you think are going out their way to buy baby carrots, bro? Let's be honest.
One person.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Right. So yeah, I think like there should be like a little bit of regulation. I know like there will also be arguments that, but some of those, fast microwavable meals are less expensive than and less time consuming than making a food from scratch or a plate from scratch with raw ingredients, right? But yeah, I mean, I would just honestly say there should be like a little bit of some regulations on what you're able to buy with that. You get me? Especially because if you're also, again, looking at it from a grand scale of things, I mean, you would rather want a healthier set of people, no? Like, because if you look at it like that, bro, like, you also would be saving yourselves from, like, long-term, like, chronic diseases and the healthcare that we always kind of talk about. You get me? Like, people were not looking at it from, like, the cause and effect aspect of things as well. I don't know if you kind of get my point.
I think the government wants us to be sick, though.
Yeah, exactly.
The government benefits from us being sick because they have an interest, or the big pharma at least has an interest in selling us insulin, medicine.
Well, it's not even the cure, like just the way to control
symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, they benefit us. I don't know if I should say the government, big pharma, but oftentimes they're intertwined because
exactly. There's a lot of inside trading there.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, but what I think about that thing, I get it. It's our money, taxpayer money, that we're giving to the EBT people, which is not a racial thing. Just people who take EBT. Yeah. So black, Mexicans, whites, everybody. So we joked earlier about black people beating up white people, but all EBT people, yeah, not BET people, EBT people. I think a nice thing would be them making that money enough to the point where they don't need ABT anymore. Yeah. At that point, but eventually they should be taxed though.
Yeah.
Like everything that you benefit from the government's assistance, eventually it's low key, but eventually you should. I mean, it's low key now, but eventually you should be able to like scale up and then be taxed. Yeah. But you're also not on EBT anymore. You're making more money. You're making a living, and you live more comfortably than you were on EBT. So I think eventually you should be taxed. Those people should be taxed eventually. Yeah. But if you're on the opposite side of the spectrum, on the right side, so on the left side would be like, yeah, do what you want. That's your money, queen. You do that. On the right side, like, dude, that's my fucking money, dude. eat it. Like I don't want you to make money off of my back.
Yeah.
Like that, but that's also like a valid argument.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in the middle where like it's your EBT. You can make money off of it, but eventually you're gonna have to pay tax on it if you scale up, and that should be the goal. You scale up, get out of the EBT system, get out of the welfare system, and start your living a life as a contributing member of society. Which is, that's like the American dream, I think. But
Yeah.
I'm also retarded, and I've not done any research on anything, and I'm retarded. I don't know anything. I dropped out of school. I don't know anything about economics.
Shit with the marbles, man. Like we gotta find like the answer, or at least a good middle ground for like the system to actually operate and operate smoothly. Because like where we're at right now, like nothing's nothing's operating. You get me? And so
Nothing's operating.
it's crazy how we're all able to. Well, not we. The government is able to kind of agree on certain topics that I'm not gonna get into, but yet on like things where it's like for the American people, or things or issues regarding the American people, it's just like, damn, like what should we do? You get me?
What should we do? We should
Yeah.
we should honestly subscribe to this channel. We never say that.
That's right.
That's what you should do. Listen to this podcast, subscribe, share it, or not, dude. We're retarded.
Yeah, but going back, bro, back to Halloween, just kind of like get back.
Yeah,
back
fuck
to the
EBT.
topic. Bro, I was hearing some crazy ass story about it was this woman that she used to work in a guarderia or a daycare, and the thing is that um she would go to college, right? So she would do schooling in the morning, and then in the afternoon, probably like at noon. So she would work kind of I don't know what it's called, but basically like the afternoon shift, where it would be like the kids from like 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., something along those lines, until somebody would come and pick them up from the daycare, whatnot. And so there'd be an instance where they would have three people there, I don't know what they're called, like basically three daycare teachers or assistants. I'm not sure what you would call them, but basically there would be three daycare or three guardians. And those three guardians would basically take care of the kids. And apparently like the daycare was like a 2-story thing. And so they had kind of like the patio in the back. And so one of like the main people that what is it? So the main owner of the daycare would always tell like the chick, hey, these are the kids' toys, because they would take out toys for them to play. Once they're done playing with the toys, make sure that you take the toys upstairs. But what do you say? But if it's after 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. or whatnot, like don't worry about it. Just leave the toys there.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, "What the fuck? Like why?" Well, just leave the toys there. And she's like, "What the fuck? Like that's weird as fuck." And so there was an instance where she kind of got, what was it? There was an instance, bro, where they had like a little bit of like an emergency drill, kind of like, how we have like those earthquake drills to see like what you guys would do. And there was a moment where she's like, okay, kids, like line up, get in line. We're all going to go outside. This is the drill. Don't worry about it. And then there was a kid that would always cry. And I guess the kid was like a bit of a crybaby. So he started crying, right? Because I guess, they're small, bro. So they don't understand like what's happening. And so she and her assistant or whatnot lined the kids up, going to like the blacktop area, I guess you would call it, like the outside area where they would be safe from, if things would be falling or whatever. And so they go outside, bro. And, as they're passing by, like the kid starts crying and he starts looking up at the second floor. And so the kid starts walking, crying, and so he just stops and he's just looking at the second floor crying. And like the teacher's like, hey, like, what's the matter? And the kid didn't really say anything. He just would, out of nowhere, just stop crying and just look at the second floor. And so at one moment, at that moment, the other teacher starts coming from the back, and she's like, oh, like, whatever his name is, like Sebas or something, right? Like, vente Sebas, come Sebas, let's let's go and
form
go
line.
go with everybody else, you know, get in line, get in back with your classmates. And so like she starts walking everybody like into the blacktop. And there's a second where the other guardian kind of is looking up at the second floor to see what the hell Sebas was looking at. And she's all like, okay. And you know, like she was counting the kids as they were going by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then she glances over again at the second floor, bro. And then she counts another kid, 10. The kid that just ran by.
Yeah.
Boom. And she's like, oh, 10. What the hell? And she's like, yeah. And so she goes to the outside and she's all like, the teachers, again, to make sure and just to make sure, so she goes into the blacktop and confronts her her helper. She's like, hey, like, there's 10 kids, right? 10 kids? No, there's 9. She's all like, look, count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's like, no. I could have sworn there was fucking 10 kids. Like, there was a 10th kid. I didn't see his face, but I saw him run by. And she's all like, what the hell? Like, that's trippy. And she's all like, oh, okay. And so she just kind of left it at that. And yeah, like they went after everybody kind of went home. They kind of like checked their list. Like, no, like there was only 9 kids. 9 kids were checked in. She's all like, I could have sworn that a kid ran by me. I didn't see his face, but a kid ran by me. It was a 10th fucking kid. And so she comes back the next day, kind of tripping out. And again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the story, they would tell her, hey, after 4:30, like, you know, I don't know what side of town they were at. I think the story is in Mexico because I heard it in Spanish.
Yeah. Leave the toys.
Leave the toys there. Like, don't go up to the second floor. Like, no matter what you do, don't go up to the second floor.
Oh, toys for the kid.
Yeah, exactly. And so she goes and she's all like, in her mind, she's like, she's scared because, you know, she's just tripping out about like what the fuck happened right now. But at the same time, she's like, nah, like, it's bullshit. You get me? Like, what is there to fear? Like, the sun is still fucking technically out. So she goes up to the second floor and she hears like laughter, bro. Like if a kid is like if a kid ran up and kind of followed her, and like she would hear the footsteps basically in the little storage room of like where the toys are at and shit, right? And the storage room was pretty good, like pretty big because, you know, had like their bicycles, you know, it was like a regular room, bro, with like a window and some curtains. And she's all like, hey, like, you know, and it's in Spanish, but basically what she said is, hey, you know, whoever's after me, just make sure that you go back down there with your teacher. You know, you shouldn't be following me upstairs.
She still thinks it's a real show.
She thinks it's a real kid, right? She's like, hey, like go back downstairs with the teacher. You guys shouldn't be here. Like, I'll follow you right now. And she kind of like follows the noise, like, because the kid's just like kind of like laughing. And she kind of follows the sound. And she's like, oh, well, the kid's right there. Like, I know for a fact the kid's, like, on the curtain. She opens the curtain. Nobody's there, fool. And, like, what the fuck? Like she thinks she's tripping, fool. And I think she goes downstairs and she tells, like, the people, hey, did a kid follow me upstairs? Like, no, nobody followed you. Like, you were up there by yourself. Like, remember what we told you? Like, don't fucking go upstairs. If it passes 4:30 or whatever, just leave the toys on there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the thing was that where their guarderia was at, there was also another guarderia, bro. But I think the guarderia prior to that went into flames, and a few kids had passed away.
Oh, shit.
And that was kind of like the thing. And yeah, like the lady was like tripping, bro, like, because she thought she was like seeing like things or hearing things and shit. And I don't know, like, they don't know if there was actually like the spirits of like the kids that at one point passed away at the daycare and shit. It was kind of trippy, bro.
It's trippy. Damn, dude, that it reminds me of like Friday the 13th. It's all the same shit. It's all like, I think that happened once, like a long time ago, and then is the story of like a kid dying there, and then like they close it, because that's like every movie. They close it, like they close Camp Silver Lake. No, not Camp Silver Lake. Camp Crystal Lake on Friday, and then they reopen it, and then they start seeing children. And then you seen Black Phone too?
I haven't seen it actually.
It's the same thing. They go to a lake and like they close like a camp, and they reopen it. So like, I wonder like I wonder how often that happens. I'm sure it happens often, huh? Like they close it and then like
I'm pretty
you
sure
start
like
seeing
those
ghosts.
stories happen pretty frequently, bro. Because you know what's another story I always hear about troqueros, bro. Troqueros picking up
Dead people.
dead
Huh?
people on the side of the road. Yeah.
Oh, you told me it was a lady in a white dress, no, something like that.
Yeah, there was a lady with the scarf. You know,
Yeah.
I told that story last year. I'm not. If you guys want to go watch that, I'm not retelling that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quinceañera one was trippy
Was
too.
trippy. That one was trippy as fuck too.
That
Yeah,
one was
because
trippy
back
one.
then, fool, there was a show called La Mano Peluda, and La
Yeah.
Mano Peluda was a Mexican radio station. And here, like, you could barely hear it, but like I remember when we were in Texas and stuff, like since it's probably a little
common?
bit closer to like
Yeah.
the border towns, like you were able to hear it more frequently. And I knew about it because when my dad worked at Texas for a few months, that's kind of like what they would listen to at night.
He worked in Texas for a bit.
Yeah, my dad was in Texas for a bit because that's where he got the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna go to Texas because he had already been in Texas.
Oh, when was this? When you worked there?
Ooh, when he probably went in like 2012, bro. 2012, 2013.
He was there for a couple months.
Yeah.
Really?
He was out there, yeah.
What was he doing? Carbon?
Working
Working.
because that was at the time that he had his work visa.
Interesting. I
So
didn't
he
know
was
that.
able to
Oh,
work
that's
up
why. That's where he got the idea of living
Yeah,
there. He
because
liked it.
went and he liked it, and then he came back. Yeah, as soon as I get papers, I'm gonna go move to Texas.
And they're still thinking about it.
Nah.
So, I mean,
Hell no.
he can sell his home, the one you guys live right now, and then he can buy a nice ass fucking mansion. I mean,
Yeah,
not
you
mansion,
could buy a nice house out
nice
there.
nice ass house
The
out
people
there.
around us will hate it.
Oh, they do hate you because
Yeah, they do hate you
you're
'cause
ruining
you
the
drive
market.
fucking
Yeah,
market up. Yeah.
but it's a free
Market.
country, so fuck them. They can suck our dick. I mean, your dad's dick, not mine, because I don't live in Texas. But they can suck your dick too, if they really wanted to, dude.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of trippy stories like that though.
Black Phone 2 is.
Okay.
I haven't see. This is what happened. I went and watched it, and it was halfway through. It was building suspense,
Okay.
and then it went fucking dark. And then, but it went dark during a very very suspenseful moment.
Okay.
So we're sitting in a dark theater, waiting for something to happen. But then the lights come on, and there's something on the screen. The power went off. There's a high surge or something like that. And so we're there waiting, and we're still kind of dumb. We're like, okay, this is part of the movie. And then like 5 minutes later, not the flight attendant, but the person that works there is like, oh, there's been an outage in the area. There's nothing we can do. You wait 10 minutes. It'll be back in 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna take a couple hours. She's gonna give you guys a refund. So I watched half of Black Phone, and then got a refund. So now I'm stuck in a predicament because I don't want to go back and watch the first half of it because it was slow, and I just got to the good part. So I have to time it.
They didn't give you guys like a half a refund on the.
No, we got a refund.
Oh, yeah?
We got
Oh, so that's
one,
good.
so we can watch a full movie again. So I watched basically watching movie and a half,
Oh, so.
which is useless because the second half is what you want to see. Because they're still, you know, every movie like they don't believe the kid that there's an evil thing, and then like then eventually the adults see like, oh, there's a
evil
devil
shit.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's real. Now how do we stop it? We're getting to the point where they're still like the just revealed there's a bad guy or whatever, and now they're like planning or scheming how to stop it. And then it was a pivotal moment where that scene was gonna set up the rest of the movie, but then the power went out, and I'm out of a fucking like.
So did you ended up watching like the whole thing?
No, I haven't gone back.
Oh, you're going back.
Cause I don't want to watch the full half again. And now I'm not interested in. I wanted to go to the movie that day. Now I don't want to go back. Now I'm fucking angry. No, I wasn't even mad. It was kind of funny.
I don't watch horror movies at the fucking theater no more, bro, because it's fucking.
It's better,
annoying.
dude.
It's yeah.
I think
I
it's
don't
better.
like it, bro. Low-key, last time I went, bro, fucking people were screaming at every
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
pop-up scene,
Yeah.
and that shit gets really annoying. And that's why I don't watch comedies in the theater anymore either, because people laugh and they continue laughing, bro, for like a minute after the joke has been over. Unless it's like super funny, I would get it, but most movies they're not that funny, bro. Like you'll find like little scenes that you personally would find funny, and that'll be it, bro. But like, there's nothing for you to be laughing fucking 2 minutes after the
Hysterically, yeah.
joke had already been said, bro.
That's true because when the lights went off, people were like trying to be funny. Like, oh my God, it's coming for us. Or like, oh, I want my refund. People immediately started making comments.
Yeah.
And that was annoying. And I was just chilling there and people were complaining. And actually,
Nobody got up and clapped.
surprisingly, dude, now it went smoothly. People online got the refund. No one was complaining. No one really was complaining. They're like, oh, like initially, like, oh, I want my money back.
Yeah.
But after, no one made a big scene of it. No one was giving the fucking flight attendants any shit. So it went smoothly. Yeah. So it wasn't even that bad. Anyways, Black Phone 2, the first half was really good. I don't know about the second half. The first one was good. The first movie was good.
There's no horror movies out this year, huh?
Black Phone 2 was a big one.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, because the Black Phone 1 had a lot of success like a couple years ago. And I thought it was really good. surprisingly for a like a original. I think it's an original thought. I don't know if it's like I doubt it's like a.
Maybe it could be.
I mean, they would do that, huh? Yeah.
It could be an original thought. You never
Oh
know.
yeah. Because it doesn't say inspired by a book or. I've never. I mean, yeah.
And plus, it's an older movie, bro. Low-key. I think the first one came out a few years ago, no?
Yeah, 2022, 23, something like that, around there. 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It could be an original movie.
Original,
And that one, the first one was really good. The second one was building up to be pretty good too.
It's funny, huh? Because like a few months ago, what was it? Was it a few months ago, or already been a year? Like more
What?
than a year. We were all watching Jeepers Creepers.
Would you?
Everybody, fool. I think. Never mind. It probably was like more than a year ago.
I think more.
Like it happened like when Devin fought Ryan, huh? Yeah, because we were watching it on the fucking
The projector.
the projector.
I think that was
that was
it was way more than a year though.
that was in April last year. Because it had 420 last year.
Was it?
Yeah,
I could have sworn it was like 2 years ago.
No, sorry. It was. Well, it's about to be 2 years in a few months.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, Jeepers Creepers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Nah, I was thinking about it like, fuck. I could have sworn we just seen a horror movie not so long ago, but nah.
That was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Besides that though, they hadn't. And that one, I just randomly opened Cinemark app and saw that movie was out. I didn't get any ads for it.
And it's kind of weird too, fool, because 28 years later,
Yeah.
the sequel's coming out, but in January. Like that one doesn't really make any sense.
28?
They could have taken it out, like right now.
Wait, they're making a sequel to 28 years later?
28 days later. Now it's 28 years later. I don't know what the fuck
Oh,
it's called, but
yeah,
it's out in
yeah.
January though.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
28.
Yeah. It
It's
was 28
28 years,
days, then it was 28 months, and then I think 28 years. There's 3. This is the 23rd one.
Yeah.
28.
But it's coming out in early January.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
fucking weird.
Around